Good morning or good afternoon. My name is Willie Lawson, and I am the force behind Spacebar Productions and Fightback Media. And I wanted to spend some time this afternoon as the football games are going on. You know what? I was watching some of the games, Florida State game in particular, and what I noticed is that actually I noticed this last night when my wife and I were watching television, that a lot of the Christmas commercials are on. Did you know? Did you realize that this Friday is Black Friday? Did you know that this Friday is Black Friday? That means that the holiday season, the Christmas season, sale season will start. Actually, it started last week. Actually, it started a month ago. So my thought is that so many local businesses, because on Saturday is American Express buy local, buy small bit, buy small day, not Black Friday, but buy small Saturday. So, although it's a week away, where American Express is going to start doing ads this week about buying at local businesses, buying in your neighborhood. So we've got a little bit of time. I wanted to catch your attention before that happens, because that's always after Black Friday, and Black Friday it ought to be called Big Box Friday is what it ought to be called, because we're going to have people camped out having Thanksgiving dinner in front of the Best Buy. I don't know what they're going to do when Best Buy finally gives up the ghost and goes away, because that is going to happen. I'm not sure what these people are going to do. It's going to be a very sad day for them. But it shouldn't be a sad day for you, because you will have positioned yourself to have that business. The business that now goes to Best Buy, the business that now goes to Target, the business that will go to the big box stores. I mean, really, it should be called Black Friday. It should be called Big Box Friday. And Saturday should be called Small Store Saturday. Not all of us run a multi-billion-dollar international business, but you don't have to be successful. You don't have to. The thing that we've noticed in talking to small business owners is that the last thing they think about, and I understand, is promotion. The last thing they think about is promotion. I know you got rent to pay, you got the mortgage on the building, you got the employees to pay, you got taxes to pay, you got vendors to pay, you're trying to keep the lights on in the place and the water running and the gas. I get it. So all of those needs speak much louder than marketing. But I'm telling you, it's the biggest mistake that a lot of small businesses make. The biggest sin of omission is not promoting your own business. Because I don't know, do people think that, because you're open and people can see your sign on the street, or worse yet, you got a website up, that people will be beating down a path to your door? I think a lot of people who have small businesses already know that that's not, you already know that that's not the case. That's simply not the case. So so part of being a business owner is being able to promote, is being able to let people know that you're there. That you're there. In the next little bit, we're going to start talking about things that no matter what you have to do. No matter what you have to do. And then we're going to talk about ways to get to that point. And where you can get help. All right. Now, Business 101, Marketing 101, you have got to have business cards. That's all there is to it. You've got to have business cards. Because you need to leave business droppings Is that a terrible way to say it? Yes. No matter where you go. No matter if you're at church, no matter if you are at school, no matter where you are, you need to leave some sign that you were there and your business exists. So you go to lunch. Let's say you have a brand new accounting business. You go to lunch somewhere, and almost in every restaurant, somewhere in the place, they have a little bowl, little fish bowl that people put business cards in. Because maybe you get a free lunch or whatever. Screw free lunch. Take 3 or 4 or 5 business cards every time you go in there and drop them in that thing. Because what you want is that business owner sees that you exist. Because that business owner, that restaurant has, if it's accounting especially, has accounting needs. They may already have an accountant, but they do have accountant needs. And if you're new, they may not know about you. Everywhere you go, every other business has accounting needs. Every other small business has accounting needs. And if that's what you do, then you have got to let people know. You have got to let people know. So business cards are, if you think you can't do business cards, then you can't be in business. If you run a business now, and I don't really care what it is. I don't care if it's landscaping. I don't care if it's a restaurant. I don't care if it's an accounting firm. I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. If you clean out toilets for a living, and that's what you do, but you say you can't afford business cards, then close up shop. Stop bothering people. Get a job. Get a job and go do that. Because that's the very first thing you must do. You have to do. Now, there's a whole bunch of ways to do it. There are, almost in every community, there's a way to get business cards that you can get them almost right away. There are printers that, sometimes 1,000 business cards are usually less than $30. They may not be the fanciest business cards you've ever seen, but they're full color, or even if you don't need full color, that has all the pertinent information. What's the pertinent information? Pertinent information is, first of all, the name of the business. The name of the business prominent on the card. Don't get so creative, like this thing I have operating here, that you notice this and don't notice me. As a matter of fact, I can make that stop. Look at what I'm saying. The name of the business, prominent on the card. Address and phone number. Email address. Please don't forget this. We're going to talk more about it in a little bit. And whatever social media connections that you have. Don't roll your eyes at me about social media. Don't do it. You got me? Business cards. Name of the business prominent. Prominent. And now, if you've never done that before, there's a whole bunch of templates on the internet that you can go and you could take advantage of. Now, if for some reason you need some help with this, you can call me. 813-435-9599. Give me a call. I'll help with it. I'll talk you through it. We'll find printers in your area, wherever you are, and we'll see who can give you the fastest turnaround time at the lowest price. Now, there are also internet printers, Vistaprints and the like. I'd rather you go to somebody local. Because it's a chance to build a relationship that you're going to need. I'd rather you do that. But if that's not in the game for the time frame you have and the money you have, then there are online services. Vistaprint is probably the one that you've heard of, and probably the one that does the best job. I've had work done from them before, and it's been fine, and it's been fine. You got to pay for fast delivery, though. I'm gonna tell you. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay for fast delivery from them. The cards are cheap. Getting them to you is not cheap. So if you have any questions about that, you can give me a call at 813-435-9599, and I'll be happy to talk you through that part. As a matter of fact, I'll be happy to talk you through most of what we're going to do here today, what we're going to talk about. All right. Now, the second thing that you got to have in 2017 is some form of website. Now, I know when people start thinking about websites, even now, start thinking about websites, they go down, they get up in one ditch or another. One ditch is they're expensive, and you got to get some really cool, some really hip web designer, or people who have gone to school for web design to help you. And you're going to spend thousands of dollars to have the coolest, hippest, tripping website ever, because that's what the web designers want to design. So you end up in that ditch. Or the other ditch is that you end up like, oh, my nephew is good at computers, he can make me a website. No. How about no and no? You hear me? No and no. The solution oftentimes is somewhere in the middle. Now, a website is important because it's another place to be when for your business to be holding your sign up while you're sleeping. Now, I know as an entrepreneur, you don't sleep much, but while you're sleeping, that business is out there doing something for you. That website needs to be out there doing something for you. You hear me? And that's really very, very important. How? How do you put this website together? Now I'll tell you, yes, you can get a web designer. You can get somebody who's an experienced web designer to put together a website. And chances are, if you've got an experienced web designer, you're going to spend a lot of money, or more money than you would if you hire, or if you get your nephew who's really good at computers to make you a website. If left with one of those two choices, get the professional. I'm just saying, if you've got one of your choices, your nephew who's good at computers, who can make you a website, who says, I can make you a website, auntie, or a professional, get a professional. And get a professional that's local. Because again, it's an opportunity to build a relationship, and your website's going to represent you and your business. So you want to know exactly what's going on. You want to know exactly what's going on. Or a third solution, because I'm not a web designer. Don't call me about making your website, because I'm not a web designer. I'm not an experienced school-taught web designer. You can use one of the services that you see. Square, I think, is one of them. Wix.com is one of them. And you can start your website on your own. You can start your website on your own. There are considerations in using one of those services. Again, and I'll be happy to explain to you the pros and cons of that. Just give me a call, 813-534-9599. I'd be happy to explain the ins and outs and the pros and cons of using the Wix, Wix.com, and some of the other templates that are out there. Now, there is a thing called WordPress that's out there too. Now, frankly, it can be a template as well, but it's a little bit more, but that one's a little bit more involved. And I'll be happy to explain that to you. 813-535-9599. but you can do that as well. Here's a tip that I'm giving away. You want, now this is important because this relates to something else that I was going to tell you. I'll give you this one for free. You want your email address to match your website. Yes, because that kind of branding is very, very important. You do not, as a business owner, you do not want to use as your business email Yahoo, AOL, Gmail, or any of that stuff. Or Earthlink. Oh, I laugh because I think Earthlink. I had an Earthlink. Or Roadrunner. What you want is your email address to match your business domain. It makes it easier for your customers. It makes it easier to market. It just makes it easier. And I'll give you that tidbit away for free. That's important. All right. Are you positioned to take advantage of Black Friday yet? No. If you okay, so you don't have a website, and that's weeks away, and you can't buy any billboard because you don't have billboards because there's not enough money, and you can't do TV commercials because it's too much money, and maybe you can't do radio commercials or terrestrial radio commercials because it's too much money, and it's just not enough time because Black Friday is next Friday. How's your social media game? Now remember I told you a little bit ago, don't roll your eyes at me when I say social media. How's your social media game? Is your social media game tight? So you think it is. But I'm going to tell you some things that you have to have. And that you have to have operating and working for you. You ready? You gotta have a Facebook. You gotta have a Facebook page and a Facebook group. You hear me? You have to have a Facebook page and a Facebook group. Call me, 813-435-9599, and I'll explain the difference to you and why you have to have both. You got to have an Instagram account. A functioning, working, involved, engaged Instagram account. You have a Twitter account. A working, engaged, functioning Twitter account. You may even, depending on your business, need a Snapchat account. As I think about it, if you are a hairdresser or a barbershop, you need a Snapchat account. You need an Instagram and Snapchat account because that thing needs to be popping all the time. All the time. But if you don't have a Facebook page and a Facebook group and at least an Instagram account, you're not even trying. Let me tell you, you're not even trying to be successful. You're not even trying. I'm just going to tell you. You're not even trying. You're looking forward to the day where you can lock your business door, give the key back to the landlord, and go find a job at McDonald's or somewhere, right? If you're not doing that, you're not even trying. So my deal is, can you do all that on your own? Can you run all of those on your own while you're trying to run business, while you're trying to cut hair, while you're trying to do taxes, while you're trying to fix cars? Can you do all that on your own? Well, maybe you can. Some people can. Okay, nobody can really. No. Most people can't. Most people can't because it's hard and it's a lot, right? It's hard and it's a lot. And it may be, and these things work like in ways that you may not understand. And what's really interesting is that these things change how they work without notice sometimes. Sometimes something that works now doesn't work later. And let me add one more element to Facebook. Facebook ads. Instagram ads. Are you ready to promote your business where everybody is? Two or 3 years ago, somebody added up all the people who are on Facebook, or at least have Facebook accounts, and said, if Facebook was a country, it'd be the fourth largest country in the world. You hear me? If Facebook was a country, it would be the fourth largest country in the world. So Facebook ads, they work. They just work. And they work while you're getting your 2 hours a night sleeping. They work when you're not working. They go places where you can't go. They talk to people that you don't know. That's why that's important. That's why social media is important. And again, if you want social media help in promoting your business, call me at 813-435-9599. Be happy to sit down with you and talk to you about it and get a social media strategy working for you, because that is extremely important to be successful, not just for this Friday, for Black Friday or Small Business Saturday, but for the rest of your business life. You know, it's funny when I'm talking to business owners, they always tell me the same thing. Well, Willie, I don't have money to advertise. It's like people at church who say, I don't have money to tithe. Well, you can't afford not to tithe. You can't afford not to advertise. You can't afford not to. So we'll talk about how to put some money aside every month as I work with you and develop a marketing strategy or a plan on the things that are first of all comfortable to you, and second of all, and more importantly, the things that actually work. Because sometimes the things that you're comfortable with don't work. What you notice is that I've not mentioned advertise in a local paper, because I think that, you know what, that may be something that's effective, but I want to talk about that. That's a whole other strategy. Or advertising on terrestrial radio. Those things can be done. And we can talk about that too. 813-435-9599. We can talk about that too. But we're talking about something that has an immediate impact. Social media and the internet. And if you are not positioned to take advantage of that, then you are, like a lot of businesses, are going to be left behind. The immediacy that's available on Facebook. Look at this. Think about this. If you're watching this, you learned about it on Facebook. And guess what I was able to do? I was able to instantly, from my home studio, talk to potentially millions of people. Potentially millions of people. Hundreds of people for sure. Thousands of people. And then take this video and promote it forever, literally. Imagine being able, as a hairdresser, when you have something special, inviting all of Facebook, all of YouTube, into your shop to see something special happen. Imagine that impact. Imagine if you run a car shop and somebody brings in a really cool car to be detailed or painted or repaired, and you want to share that with the world. You can. Now, you can do that with a newspaper ad. You could take a picture of it and then you can put that ad in the paper. You could get somebody to write a little story for you. You could do that. But nothing is better than the immediacy of showing up on Instagram and doing a live. And you can do live. Do you know you can do live Instagram? Did you know that? You can grab your smartphone and be on Instagram. Just like that. No problem. Easy to do. As a matter of fact, now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, I think about stuff. I'm gonna do just that to show you exactly how easy it is to do. So what I'm going to do is, this is my, can make sure I ain't got anything embarrassing here. This is my phone. Let's see if I can get this to show here on the screen. This is my phone. Oops. This is my phone. And there is, if you can see it, I don't know if you can, right there, my Instagram logo. So I'm going to click on Instagram. A little live demonstration. And I'm going to click on the camera, slide this over, and I am checking now my Instagram feed. My Instagram feed is live right now. So now I am, let me see, let me show it to you. I don't know if I can show it to you. There's too much light. I've got too much light. You can see that, you can see the my Facebook page there. And you can see up in the corner, oops, I'm on the wrong side. Up in the corner there where it says live. I am live on Instagram now at the same time. The level of immediacy is just startling, actually. Absolutely startling. That we can, again, and you can bring people into your business this way. Now, okay, so right now you're saying, well, I don't know anything about all that. But guess what? Guess who does? This guy knows a bunch about this kind of stuff. And how do you know that? Because I'm doing it right now. And we understand how things change and how things are different. But I'm willing to help you. We don't have a lot of, you know what, I won't take on a lot of clients because I want to make sure that I can work my ass off for everybody. That's what I want to do. I want to be able to work my ass off for everybody. So if you've not positioned yourself for Black Friday that's coming, or Small Business Saturday, and you've not positioned yourself in a way, and people are joining the Instagram Live, cool. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see. Yeah, there you go. That's a better angle. You can see people are joining the Instagram Live, so it is truly something that is immediate. That if you've not positioned yourself in a way that you can take advantage of these things for this season, please don't think that it's lost. It's over. Position yourself for 2018. Position your internet game and your social media game to win. Because I can help you with that. Just give me a call, 813-435-9599. Be happy to sit down with you and talk to you and through this so you can win. If you run an internet business, an SD site, if you run an eBay site or whatever, yeah, it's pretty much the same game. Now I do want to talk specifically right now for people who own brick and mortar businesses, especially brick and mortar businesses in my area. Now, they're not the only ones, obviously, but you can talk to a lot of people. This whole game here, this whole thing that we're doing, is so expandable and transportable. You have to participate. There really isn't any way not to participate, and you don't have. And the best thing is that you don't have to know how to do it all. The worst thing is that people will tell you that it is now one thing or the other, and it really isn't. It's still everything, and it's still just work. None of this is magic. I want to make sure that you know while I'm saying this, and if you're getting excited about it like I get excited about it, that none of it's magic. It's all work, every single bit of it. And because you're busy running your business, working at your business, fixing cars, doing hair, doing landscaping, or whatever you're doing, yes, you don't have to know how to do it all. Call me, 813-535-435-9599. Be happy to talk to you about it. Happy to get you going. All right, listen, we're going to take a little break, and we'll back a little later today. Going to watch into that Florida State game, and again, give me a call, 813. I got my phone with me, got it all charged up, ready to go. Give me a call, 813-435-9599. Thanks so much on Instagram. Appreciate y'all. Say good night to y'all. All right, and my friends here on Facebook, thank you so much for tuning in. Now back to your regularly scheduled Saturday. Thanks again. Have a great day.